What is going on, guys? Matt Downs with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and in this video we're going to be building a 5 flex prize pick slip. Why are we playing a 5 flex prize pick slip? Because that is the best slip type on Prize Picks in terms of your long-term ROI percentage. Why is that? Because you're getting each average leg percentage, average odds percentage of 54.34%, which equates to minus 119 implied odds. On a 2-man power on Prize Picks, you're getting minus 137 implied odds, which doesn't make sense to play when you compare directly to 5 flex Prize Pick slips, especially if you can find 5 plus EV plays that are higher than 54.34%. For a 2-man power, you have to find anything higher than 57.7. Not to jump too far ahead, but as you can see here on the board, nothing higher than 57.7%. The one way to look at plus EV betting is to compare market value. When you're comparing market value directly to sports books, comparing them directly to other DFS apps, especially when they're a little bit slower in updating their lines, you can get massive value in what's called plus EV value, positive expected value. So if we take a look here at our Prize Picks Optimizer, our Prize Picks board, and by the way, just to preface this video, these plays are probably going to be bumped here by the time I post this video. So let's go ahead and take a look. Before they get bumped, I'm going to try to post them as quickly as possible. If we compare millions and millions of dollars worth of data here on the sportsbooks directly to Prize Picks lines, then you guys can see how valuable these lines are on Prize Picks. If you're getting this 5 hits allowed line at minus 119 implied odds, but on the sportsbooks it's set to 4.5 with heavy juice. We're talking minus 215 here on DraftKings, minus 176 on Pinnacle. On the over at 4.5, but you can get the slightly higher line. Yes, it's slightly higher, but at minus 119 odds, can you see how big of a drop off that is? There is still crazy good value. We're giving this a percent odds to hit of 55.24% according to the sports book. So what we're going to do here is lock in Velasquez over hits allowed. And again, as you can see by comparing all this market value directly to the Prize Picks lines, there's crazy good value on this line. Next, we're looking forward here to, I think, the first NBA game for these guys in the playoffs is going to be tomorrow. Under Jalen Brown for assists, because his line on the sports books is set to 3.5. We're getting a slightly higher line here at 4.5, but there's juice. It looks like a near even line here on 3.5. So you're still getting that more aggressive line here for his assist line. As we know, Jalen Brown doesn't get the most assists, so a huge jump, a 0.5 boost can make all the difference here. It could be a difference between a push or a hit. Regardless, the line is slightly higher here. You're getting that at minus 119 implied odds on the under. So we're going to go ahead and put Jalen Brown under for assists here. Next, we're going down to a last name that I cannot pronounce for NHL. We're going to call him Andreas of the Chicago Blackhawks. It looks like his Prize Picks line is set to 3. His sportsbook line is set to 2.5, and we're getting a near even line, slight plus money. Regardless, a shot on goal is very hard to get, regardless of how good of a player you are in the NHL. So this 0.5 discrepancy is enough to move the needle. We're going to be taking the under here at 3 for Andreas. Next, it looks like we're staying right here in the NHL. We're going to be looking at Lucas Raymond. His shot on goal line is set to 2 on Prize Picks, 1.5 sportsbook line, and again, plus money, slightly plus money, minus 103 here on Pinnacle to hit the under at 1.5. But again, very hard to get a shot on goal in NHL, as we know. So that 0.5 more aggressive line is more than enough to move the needle, and I'd be more than okay to get a push here. So we're getting push safety, we're getting a 0.5 higher line, and we're taking the under. So we have 1 over here in MLB, we have 3 unders, 1 in NBA, 2 in NHL. Last but not least, we're going right back here to MLB with Gorman. His 0.5 total baseline here on Prize Picks looks like it directly correlates to the sportsbooks line, but as you can see here, average odds of minus 140 across the board, minus 154 on the sharpest sportsbook in the entire world. On the over, we have DraftKings slightly juiced, same thing with Caesars, and BetOnline, another very sharp sportsbook. So if we head back here to MLB, put in Gorman, and there you go. Essentially, all we're doing here is trusting the market. We're trusting the market value and then directly comparing to Prize Picks, identifying that value and attacking it aggressively. This is how you remain profitable in the long run, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell for all of our future NBA, NHL, and MLB content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.